One of my saving graces in trying to understand myself and my complex post-traumatic stress disorder, or CPTSD, has been somatic internal family systems therapy. For almost a decade, I was trying cognitive behavioral therapy, but kept graduating or hearing from therapists that there was nothing else that they could do for me. They said I was very self-aware and I would be fine, and there was nothing more that talk therapy could do for me. And my problem was that logically, I could understand how I got to where I was and why I was feeling and thinking the things that I was. But that didn't change anything or give me any skills to cope. And then a cognitive behavioral therapist recognized what I needed and suggested I try somatic therapy. Somatic internal family systems therapy takes on a more holistic approach, guiding the client inward to look at oneself and their inner child. And when I tell you, it completely changed my life. Instead of staying up in my head and just talking about my trauma and thinking about it and thinking about all of the same scenarios, I was able to be guided to look inward and really see where my core behaviors came from, where they started, and how I act on them now. And the first few months were super messy. I've never felt more uncomfortable with who I was in my life. But after those first 6 months, I was able to walk down the street and not flinch at the sight of a man. I was able to not go straight into fight or flight mode when a stranger would accidentally bump up to me in the grocery store. It lessened my irritability so noticeably, and it helped lessen that voice in my head that told me that this was all my fault and I should have been better. I should have done things better. And I literally can't say enough amazing things about somatic therapy, but I also know that it comes at a steep cost that may not make it accessible for everyone. Therapy is rarely cheap and almost never free, so if it's not in the cards for you financially right now, because I believe everybody should be trying this, there's a book that I'll have linked below written by Susan McConnell, and she gives an amazing in-depth look into somatic therapy with journal prompts, exercises, and explanations that can get you started on the work. Honestly, it has changed my life for the better. I will never give up my therapist, and I will forever be grateful for that cognitive behavioral therapist who saw that I needed something different and I needed to get out of my head. And that is one of the most important things that has ever happened to me. And so I want to share it with y'all, and hopefully you can get started on your internal work as well.